But you don't have any friends and all who are like getting
I have one friend
babies?
who's had a baby.
And
And
cute or not or what?
the thing is,
so shallow. Just
I
like-
looked at the kid and I was like, oh, this baby is cute. And then she looks at me, the mother, and she says, he looks like his dad.
Oh no.
Okay? And I was like, so is that a good thing for you? And she was like,
Ek to this also I realize that babies don't have vision also, na? When they're like 2 weeks, they can't see shit. To
they
fir-
can't see?
Haan.
I thought he's avoiding eye contact.
No, bro. Fucker can't see shit. Can't see shit.
I was like, boss, क्या छुपा रहा है? Look at me, motherfucker.
Ek to they love to hand you their baby as in fucking like Simba or whatever. Like I don't give a fuck about carrying the baby. So then it's just awkward because I look fucking 6'3" weird, fucking just holding one. Like those babies are turd size, right? Like fucking this much.
Dude, so I held a baby for the first time this month and I was
Yes, sir.
shit scared, dude.
Because I'm so clueless about kids,
Huh.
I legit thought that babies are born with a black spot on their head. I swear to God, I'm not bullshitting. I'm not.
कितना बदनसीब बच्चा.
I swear. And I'm like, oh, अच्छा तुम लगाते हो.
like it fades over time or something.
हाँ, but then you know what was weird? Because then I found out कि लगाते हैं. Then I was like, why do you put it in the ugliest motherfucking
Yes.
place? Just middle of like I've got a pimple. Just weird.
Because they want to take the attention off the kid. They want you to look at the kid and be like,
तो भैंचो बुला के इतना ये क्यों कर रहे हो कि ये देखो फिर कालक लगाई जा रहे हो fucking make a decision.
it's a humble thing.
Also, I feel like it's the opposite of a humble thing. It's a cocky thing. It's like saying our baby is that good looking कि
Yeah.
तुम्हारी नजर नहीं लगनी चाहिए.
Oh.
Right? So I don't think it's a humble thing at all.
उषा उथुप लेवल का वो इतना बड़ा लगा देते हैं यहाँ पे. मैं मजाक नहीं
Even
कर
I
रहा.
learned this actually last year. This is a big revelation for me.
हाँ.
What are you guys doing?
And not hanging out with babies. That's what we're doing.
Frankly, the reason why I feel like I know this already is probably because like I saw a baby photo of me with it and I was like, अभी तो नहीं है.
Oh.
So I was like, oh, it probably is like something
No, my parents are like, इसका नजर लगे ना लगे, we don't really care. So no spots on me.
Fair. But how good? That's where I'm at. Trying to avoid having a baby. Yeah.
You're the one friend in the group without a kid.
Me and one more, but he's single, तो उससे हमने उम्मीदें छोड़ दी. I look at divorce very differently. I get very sadistic pleasure. नहीं मेरे एक दो दोस्तों की first thing I did was उनकी शादी की फोटोएं देखी मैंने इंस्टा पे जाके कि कितने खर्चे हुए थे और भैंचो ऐसे लगे वो कैप्शंस और लोग हार्ट्स मार रहे. बड़ा मजा आया तो मैं वेट कर रहा था कब डिलीट होगी. वो बड़ा मजा आता है.
तो डिलीट हुआ?
Lead हुआ?
ऑफ कोर्स हुआ बट वो एक दिन तो लगता है ना तो तब तक मैं स्क्रीनशॉट लेके अब 3 साल बाद मैं गांड मारूंगा दिस इज माय वर्जन ऑफ वो जब वो ट्रोल्स हमारे पुराने ट्वीट्स वो सर्कुलेट करते रहते हैं ना सो दिस इज माय वर्जन ऑफ दैट बट हाँ ठीक है चल रहा है लाइफ गोज ऑन.
And is that a complicated thing? Like, oh, who should I continue to be friends with, the wife or the husband or what?
नहीं वो तो इतना टेंशन ही नहीं है. तेरे को पता है हाउ एंटी सोशल आई एम सो
Correct.
एनीवे आई barely मीट एनीवन.
हाँ.
तो ठीक है दूर से बेस्ट विशेस और ये वो कर देते हैं. बाकी देखो सबका
I heard
नसीब.
about your divorce. Best wishes.
Regards.
No, I used to do this joke also, right, which was based on my parents, and I still think it's true that there are only 2 types of parents in this country: those who are divorced and those who should be. Okay, because and I used to do this joke, and it came from a real place because किसी के भी mostly, and partly that's one reason I don't think Ismeet and I want to have a kid, is because खुश कोई नहीं लग रहे हैं पेरेंट्स. किसी बड़े रेयरली कोई दिखते हैं खुश पेरेंट्स. अब वो बच्चा कर लिया वो भैंचो 20 साल से घिस रहे हैं तो मतलब वो लाइफ किसको चाहिए. कॉमेडियन ये करने के लिए थोड़ी बने लाइफ में मतलब.
No, also the larger complication with friends having kids is they stop hanging out with you.
Yeah.
For a large part of the problem, and that
I feel
they're
like
running.
that's a good thing.
No, but they're running this fucking pyramid scheme.
Yeah.
Where they're like, कि तू बच्चा कर ले, then we'll hang out with you.
Correct.
Playdates will do.
It's like a pass on to my next generation. Oh, हम सब दोस्त हैं तो हमारे बच्चे भी दोस्त होंगे.
पर जिसके भी घर में तुम देख लो बहन जो प्रॉपर्टी डिस्प्यूट चल रहा है तो फायदा क्या हो रहा है कि बच्चे करके इट इज.
Yeah. But that won't be a problem in this generation because in Bombay you have to first own property.
Yeah, that's true. I agree.
To dispute
I
it.
agree. Sorry, just Delhi things.
ये दिल लगी भी तेरे दिल को दिल लगी न लगे ये दिल लगी भी तेरे दिल को दिल लगी न लगे ये दिल लगी भी तेरे
problem when the kid looks like either of the parents for if you're getting divorced, because then you're stuck with the one that looks like your spouse.
It's a
Like,
reminder.
so I know this because my mom is also divorced, and she told me that when you were about to be born, I was praying let nothing of hers look like him. And that
Do
was
you look like him?
I haven't seen him, so I have no idea. But,
But she
she's
must have
happy
told
with
you.
me, so it
Okay.
seems
Or so
like
she says.
तेरे
Or
ऊपर
so she says.
तेरे ऊपर लगा था वो सर नहीं
लगा था.
लगा था.
Yeah.
पता
One
नहीं
day she
क्यों
made a
लगा।
मुच्छी. हम made a मुच्छी. अभी बाप का दर्द दिख रहा
Like,
है.
oh, no, इसको कभी नहीं लगाएंगे, इसको लगने दो ना सर.
So you don't look like you look like your mom, no?
Yeah, we do look alike. So,
I've seen pictures of you.
Yeah, we look alike, yeah,
So
yeah.
then I think your mom's like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, I've asked her though. I was like, do I have any of his features? She was like, I don't think so.
Oh, sass.
See, if you leave your mom, then yes. That's the biggest feature, na?
Yeah.
Logically. Sorry, too soon? What
Yeah,
fun?
yeah.
20 साल
So
हो गए।
painful because
Sorry,
I've
sorry.
just moved to Bombay. So
Sorry.
painful.
Sorry.
So painful.
Look, other people who are divorced parents can make fun of other people who have.
Yes, yes.
So it's
Yeah, that's why
have
I didn't do
license.
my jokes.
It was one of my core memories. I was in पंजाब हरियाणा हाई कोर्ट. कभी भी टाइम मिले ब्रेड पकौड़े जबरदस्त होते हैं. तो कभी भी टाइम मिले तो
I would love to see this food vlogger.
कि माँ बाप का डिवोर्स कराए हमने इस वीडियो के लिए.
तो बहुत ही अच्छा कोर्ट है, साफ सुथरा. और वहाँ पे मेरे को बुलाया था जज ने. आई थिंक आई मस्ट बी व्हाट 12 or 13 something like that.
Okay.
I remember the judge asking me saying, now you're old enough, now you decide who you want to live with. And I was like, bro, I'm 12, motherfucker. You're the judge. You have been listening to this case for the last 5 years. You tell now, Ancho,
You're like, fucking, I'll live with you. Please take me.
No, but did you say I'm not making a decision, or did you make a decision?
No, I made a decision. I was very clear. I wanted to stay with my mom initially, and then I was like, later in life when I grow up, I want to stay with dad because no, तब इतनी समझ नहीं थी. Because every time I used to go to Delhi, the place, obviously from Punjab, it used to be like, oh, this is more developed and the colleges are nicer, blah, blah, blah. I had this notion in my head, hilarious now in hindsight, I had this notion in my head that Delhi was amazing, right? Like, and I would love to live here my whole life. And तब AQI भी ठीक ही होता होगा, I don't remember. So at that time, I told the judge कि अभी यहाँ 8th grade तक यहाँ, then I will go to Delhi.
Yo, at 12, if you had that
Choice to
clarity,
make?
that clarity also is pretty good, man.
Clarity, but now do I regret it or not? Who the fuck knows? So,
Did you also at some point have to make this decision when you were younger?
Mine was as soon as I was born because he wanted a son. And वो तो obvious. It was just
Classic,
like, oh.
classic.
Classic, yeah,
So
classic.
then he came and made the muchi on you.
It was like, animal कैसे बनेगी यहाँ पे?
damn.
No. So,
Animal park.
but my mom told me that she was hoping that I was born a girl, and
Right.
that happened. She won, basically.
Oh.
She won.
Nice.
And also, my mom loves me to specify that it's not that he left. She was happy that I was born a girl, so that she can say fuck off.
Nice.
So
Nice.
for me, my mom got divorced instantly, and she made him sign a document which had no custody and no visitation
Got it,
rights.
got it.
She just said, in return, I want no alimony from you,
Got
but
it.
I don't want you to see her, meet her, nothing.
Sure.
I was informed of my rights when I was 18. My mom just asked me, do you want to meet him? Should I find him? Whatever. And I was like, no, I'm not meeting some random person now. Being like, this is your dad, and like, this is your daughter.
Imagine वो show में एक दिन बस front row में बैठा हुआ था.
I know, I have thought of this. Oh my god, I have thought of this because I wrote a show called Meri Maa Ki, which
हाँ,
I'm
correct, I've
hopeful-
seen.
And I started doing the show, and there's a bit about how I've never met my dad and blah blah.
It's a stand-up
And-
show.
Yeah, it's a stand-up show. And around this time, my mom wanted to throw away her marriage album. She was just like, it's lying at home. I don't use, like, what am I going to do with it? And probably it's like trauma for her.
Of course,
I guess.
yeah, I get
Yeah.
it.
So she asked me, she said, look, these are the only pictures I have of him. Do you want to see his face at all? And by then, I had written this bit and all that I've not seen him. And then
The things you have to do to commit to a bit.
so that was one of the thoughts.
With
The
family?
other thing is that I asked my mom, I was like, did he have a call or message or anyone from his family? And she said, no, but they weren't allowed to, so it's fine. I said, no, but this is India.
Yeah, of course.
Allowed क्या होता है?
They want to, they can.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
good enough
something.
Ashik doesn't care for rules.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so she said no, and then I said it's simple. Then I don't ever want to. And so he could be here anywhere.
So you didn't see the pictures?
No. I have no idea what he looks like. Never met him, and I love that about my life.
Nice.
We should try and do like AI generated images.
Yeah,
for
this
Punya's
also
dad.
means that any person who is
Yeah.
roughly her dad's age can
Yeah,
just
yeah,
totally pretend to be her dad
Yeah.
at any show. This is a great sitcom idea. This is how
It's
I met your.
called-
This is how I met your father right here.
अब अजीम तेरा कोई ट्रॉमा है जो तूने बात
Yeah,
किया?
childhood trauma
नहीं,
time.
no trauma.
No trauma.
Very chill. Sorry, I
So
should.
boring.
be-
Always one person was like, I grew up great, guys. I was
No,
perfect.
but like I often say this, but like my parents, good they're together, but it could have been nicer for them only.
No, for me it's the
If they
opposite.
were.
Like my parents are those most disgustingly in love, zero problems at all.
Have you ever caught them having sex?
No. They're just the way they look at it, like, oh, is this perfect? She's perfect. No.
Oh.
So there's nothing. There's no trauma from their relationship. But individually they've given full trauma, but collectively not so much.
But wait, does that put pressure on your marriage?
No, we are suitably toxic, so that's
Good,
fine.
good. फिर ठीक है.
Where are you in your relationship, man?
First of all, I have to follow up on one of the things that Punya was saying, which is that you really have to commit to these bits about like your relationship status and all, because like I put out a video recently where just for fun I was doing this joke where I talk about how I've not subscribed to the newspaper. Like I don't know who is subscribed to the newspaper for me because somebody keeps leaving it outside my house, and I said I live alone. मेरे को पता नहीं bill कौन भर रहा है. Now the joke does not work if I don't say I live alone. Right, and clearly people have been watching relationship advice for fucking 4 seasons because I got 6 comments saying, "भाई तेरा तलाक हो गया." And now I am explaining comedy in the comment section. कि नहीं guys, this is called suspension of disbelief. You have to create.
No, guys. I've only kicked my wife out of the house when the newspaper comes in. Like,
Yeah, just for this bit, just for the 10 minutes. Anytime somebody watches it, she leaves the house and she comes back. But no, otherwise it's chill. We have big developments happening in our life, which is that we are moving away finally from Mumbai, getting out of here. Moving
Because
to-
Punya came.
Yeah, mainly. There's only finite number of comedians allowed now in Mumbai. So now the quota is over. Also, I think it's because I did right now 12 minutes of jokes about BMC. So it's.
good call. Good timing and good call.
So I think it is inevitable that somebody will find mosquitoes breeding outside my window at some point. But very cool the story. So we're moving to Goa soon. And,
Shocker.
Yeah. So a fun story about the place where we are moving. So the house that we're moving to, it's owned by a friend of ours. It just so happens to be the house that we first hooked up in. Like when we was like 2011 New Year's Eve, that one. That house is also owned by Sana, my wife's best friend, who also happens to be my ex-girlfriend.
I didn't realize we're starting the questions.
Yeah, good. Yeah, exactly. I actually thought this is a question. I am 35M. Sorry for revealing identity before only.
So wait, so you were with this woman.
I think 4 or 5 years before Sana and me started dating, we dated very briefly for like some 3 months or something.
Okay.
And then she fully
And then
dumped
she
me.
was like, "ये ले घर का चाबी."
Dude, I think she felt bad for how badly she dumped me. I think because I was like one of those very noob, clingy boyfriends. No, so she was like, "ये नहीं चाहिए मेरे को." And then she was
okay.
like, "हम तो फकीर आदमी है." I mean, औरत है. And took her jola and fucked off. Yeah. So then when we hooked up, it was like this New Year's Eve plan. Lots of friends in Goa. This girl had her place empty at that time, and it just so happened that we were there and things
Then
happened.
you and Sana met in that house?
Not met.
Okay,
Like
but
we
you're
knew
hooked
each
up.
other for like 5-6 years before that, and there was always this cat and mouse key. I wanted to ask her out, but she was dating somebody, and then she wanted to ask me out, but she was also dating somebody. Like I was never dating anybody.
Like F1 खेल रहा था कोने.
Like, is that a weird thing to be like, "Hey, let's go back to that house"?
They renovated it since then, so it's much what a dump it was, dude, that time. Some it was typical one of those like 20-year-old kids going to Goa, enjoying themselves. बिस्तर कुछ नहीं है, but we were like, वाह क्या घर है ये, balcony है, सुट्टा मार सकते हैं, wow, too good. It was just that.
Was it a thing that both of y'all wanted to go to Goa? Or
Mostly I want to go. So it's also a change in the dynamic.
Because I know Sana has many shops.
Yeah, she runs a thrift shop in Mumbai. It's called Bombay Closet Cleanse. Some of you may have heard of it. She has 2 shops, Bandra and Versova. Please go by.
It's your boy, Michelle Obama. A few quick announcements. If you're coming for the Valentine's Day taping of Relationship Advice, just watch out for the updates, okay? If you've already bought tickets, we're doing dress codes. I'll let you know immediately what the dress codes will be. Secondly, this is the 3rd video of my 10 video drop. As you know, I am uploading a video every week on my channel for 10 weeks. Next week, I'm going to be uploading a video from my stand-up special called Man-Child. It's the second installment. There are 3 installments. The first installment is this one. It's already on my channel. If you haven't watched it already, please watch it. People have been fucking raving about it. And thirdly, I just want to say that a lot of people have written in to me at contact@ronakrajani.in with their CVs. I haven't gotten through responding to everybody. We're doing conversations with whoever seems suitable. I will reply to everyone eventually, even if we are not going to be working together. I promise you, there's a lot of nice people doing a lot of nice things. One thing we're urgently looking for right now and we haven't been able to find is someone who is a social media expert, someone who knows these manipulative things like what kind of thumbnails get click-through rates, what kind of first 5 seconds of your reels get viewer engagement, just shit like that I don't really understand. Okay, if you are that guy, hit me up. Let's work it out. Go back to your episode.
Bombay Closet Cleanse.
Yeah, so please go shop there because my money is invested. So please, मेरा थोड़ा return on investment चाहिए. So please go. But yeah, so the plan is that she'll eventually then open a store in Goa or wherever, and it's chill. So like I am slowing down more in life now. Like मेरा हो गया बहुत 12 साल हासिल कर लिया ये industry में. अभी मेरा थोड़ा chill करने का.
How old are you, bro?
35. Because I have very simple needs in life. मेरे को घर चाहिए, गाड़ी चाहिए, मेरे को video game खेलने का और कुछ नहीं चाहिए मेरे को life में.
Good
And
plan.
no BMC also, which is a bonus.
How you been, Punya? Where are you in your relationship, man? So, for everyone who does not have context,
Wait, give the context.
the context is that Punya was on a show that we recorded in 2019. And that was the first season of relationship that I never put out until I was stuck at home in the pandemic. And then, very confidently in 2019, Punya said, my mother has a pundit who told me that I will be married in the year 2020. So now, when you type Gursimran Khamba, you see Gursimran on Google. You see Gursimran Khamba comedian, Gursimran Khamba movies, Gursimran Khamba age. Okay, that for Azim, for me. But Punya Arora, has she married yet?
Punya Arora shadi, Punya Arora husband, Punya Arora is she married yet? Punya Arora shadi ho gayi kya?
Google पे नहीं आता पुनिया अरोड़ा father. It was right there. It was right. It was right there. Sorry, it was right there. Could I not do it?
So where are you at now, Punya? How you been, man?
How's
So
the
guys,
pundit?
first of all, how's the pandit? We haven't spoken to him since actually.
The pundit.
I imagine he hasn't spoken to you.
I think this happens with all male figures in your life. Sorry, Punya. Sorry. I just thought that since Khamba could say something, I should also.
वो उससे बात नहीं कर रहे, मैं ठीक हूँ.
So this pundit.
Yeah, so I'll just give you my take on it. Because so this is how I look at it. 2020, okay, this lockdown happened. When you're watching a movie, okay, and you pause the movie, and then you go to the kitchen, you get some popcorn, whatever, and then you come back, yeah. And then you go again, you get a phone call, you like talk on the phone, whatever. Movie still paused, you get a phone call, whatever. And then you come back, okay. And then something else happens, you go attend to the dog, whatever.
Correct.
Movie still paused, okay. And then you come back, okay. But then when you press play, where does the movie start from? Exactly that point, right?
But the pandemic is
But
over.
shut up, okay? What did I say? 2 minutes. 2 minutes is what I said. So what I feel is like 2020 was a nice pause that happened, okay? And it went on for a while. अब मुझे लगता है play अब दबा है. Like
As of when?
as of
As
now,
of
as of 2024, we have pressed play.
So you have resumed play now. तो मतलब 2
Yeah.
साल वाईफाई का बिल नहीं भरा तुमने.
I just feel like those years don't count. Like
They
even
don't count.
age-wise, I'm still celebrating the birthday that I would celebrate in 2020. Shut up, guys.
That's
Everybody shut
interesting.
up.
so what the pundit said would happen during 2020 कि तेरी शादी 2020
It's now
में होगी.
next year.
It's going to be in 2024.
Okay.
I'm a little vague on the concept of now
Time.
or next year.
We
but
know how vague you've
we
been.
have, we have pressed play now, is what
Okay.
I'm saying.
So between 24 and 25 तेरी शादी होने वाली है.
I just don't release this episode in 2026. Okay? Like, just stop it. And the worst part of this entire situation has not been the Pandit being wrong, has not been my mom, has not been my family's ultimate disappointment, has not been any of this. It's been that I constantly get DMs on Instagram of people giving me shadi ka rishtas. Just the saddest guys ever. Because they think, oh, she's sad because she's not married. I just want to tell people, and I speak on behalf of like most single people, I won't say all, but like just because someone is single, wanting to date, looking for someone, whatever, does not mean they are unhappy. Okay?
Correct.
Like, ये मुझे गंदे रिश्ते भेजना बंद कर.
I just want to say something on behalf of those people that you're calling gande rishte. They also want to not be known as sad or unhappy or gandhe rishte.
And also, they are not self-aware to know कि वो गंदे रिश्ते हैं.
Yeah.
Everyone thinks कि मैं अच्छा रिश्ता ही है.
No, 1 second. Guy who sent me, hey, you also not married, me also.
But then
Maybe we should try. He knows.
He's
He
saying
knows.
you are गंदा रिश्ता. No.
But he knows. He knows.
मुझे बस ये लगता है कि बहुत लड़के इंटिमिडेट हो जाते होंगे तेरे.
I see your point, and I like that because I feel like it'll filter out the
True.
people that I don't want.
Right.
But the problem is, it's like that filter is bringing some real weirdos, man.
Like super macho gym energy, I imagine.
Yeah.
No?
That's the plan.
Oh.
So y'all have heard of this person who's like, hey, if you want something in life, you can just like manifest that.
Yeah, I know. It's called punya.
Yeah.
It is called Punya. I'm not even kidding. I've gone through all the videos on YouTube on law of attraction, manifestation, and I really feel like I'm manifesting a person now. So a while back, somebody said if you want to manifest someone or anything, be very specific on what you want. So I made a list. After the list, I realized I'm a very shallow person in that because they were mostly physical attributes. Didn't really think of it at that time, but I was just like tall with a beard, broad shoulders, this, that. Like just kept writing these things, okay? And then I met a guy who's exactly that. Like I feel like I made him.
Yo. How long between when you
एक
wrote it?
सेकंड, तुम अंधेरी में रहते हो, पूरा अंधेरी वैसे देखता लगा.
Yeah.
क्या बात कर रहे हो? Tall, broad shoulder.
This is Frankenstein's monster, right?
मेरे घर पे 4 होते हैं हर रोज.
One sec. See, first of all, that's why I've moved to Bombay, okay?
Very
To begin
good,
with.
good.
So I wrote this list, okay? And 2-3 months after that, I met
2-3
this
months,
guy,
not bad.
okay? And I was like, wow, oh my god, this works. Everything was perfect, okay? And then we started talking.
You're like, I didn't write enough.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my god, ये वाला part तो मैंने लिखा ही नहीं. This was the dumbest person I have ever, and he had no personality, he had no interests, no goals, no nothing. And I know it seems like I'm joking, I'm not. I asked him, what do you watch on Netflix? He said, मैं कुछ देखता ही नहीं.
पर उसका देख प्रोटीन इनटेक बराबर होगा एकदम, है ना? फुल बराबर 180 ग्राम रोज का.
So do you think that if you continued writing on the sheet, he would develop those things? Like a witch doctor kind of.
It's called shakalaka boom boom.
I never thought of that. That just tore up.
Just find the paper.
So that didn't work out, okay? But the other problem.
That didn't work out. He only was working out. Know how it works.
But he was only working out. Okay, but the other problem is then I was like, okay, somehow I know this list kind of works, okay? But be specific means be really specific. Then I wrote another list, okay? And this one was like one of those toilet paper rolls, जो बस खुलते ही जाते हैं. And after that, I didn't meet anyone.
How long has it been since that
It's
time?
been very long, Ron. I feel like the universe or someone is like, bro, calm down. इतना मैं किसी को नहीं दे रहा.
थोड़ा cancel करो ना फिर
Yeah,
उसमें.
thinking what to cancel.
So what are the other things that you wrote that you thought were outside of physical attributes? He should be like
Just
caring.
everything I could think of. Kindness, empathy, likes dogs, likes cats, eats non-veg but not a lot, drinks but not a... Just like I was very specific.
So
Drinks
let's say you
but
meet-
not a lot.
let's say
Protein
you-
intake should be good. Everything, just everything. Must go
This
to
guy
the
left.
gym.
मेरे में तो ये सब क्वालिटीज है. मेरे को नहीं शादी करनी पुनिया से,
He's
बच
like,
गया वो.
I am so bad, I am not even worthy of being audience. To hear this list, मेरा हो गया है.
Basically, अब ज़्यादा हो गया, guys. अब ज़्यादा. This, you know, this is also the thing that happens at
What?
shows or whatever. He just said, "वो सच में ढूंढ." The guys do this all the time, like
क्या
as if I'm just looking around.
But clearly you are.
I know, but like I do a very quick scan. After that, I want nobody to talk to me.
Let's say you did the quick scan and someone looked like they looked the way you want them to look, and they're also on their phone watching something on Netflix.
This is how I think it's going to happen. Okay, I really think that I'm going to meet someone at a gym like that.
At a gym?
Yeah.
At a gym.
That's what I think is going to happen because I think that gives the person half the qualities already. So like I already know that. She's like, oh my god, never thought of that.
But you can't tell people what you're manifesting, then it doesn't.
Oh no, I take it back, guys. I take it
आप
back.
पंडित जी से रिलेटेड हो गए इसलिए क्या चल अच्छा ये क्या हुआ
Sorry, she's saying it out, so now more people will DM her, and then they'll say, "Hi, how's you?"
No, by
Yeah.
the time you put out this episode, I'm done. I'll
You
be
will
done.
have him.
I'll be
I
done.
think in this. Now she has said.
Now she has said.
आप
What do you
जरा
want-
डेथ मैच कर लीजिए आपस में कि किसके पंडित जी ज्यादा स्ट्रॉन्ग हैं आपके कि उनके दोनों की फिलॉसफी अलग है
Care about it, but my sister keeps saying कि सबके सामने मत बोलो, अपने दिल में रखो.
यहाँ सब थोड़ी है यार.
I'll tell you what, मैं पुण्या पर काला टीका लगा दूंगा.
हाँ वही करना
What
पड़ेगा
were you saying?
Love it. Oh, you're like, oh, I never thought of it.
This is why I love coming to relationship advice because this room has such kitty party energy now. I love it. It's just everyone together. तेरे को लड़का ढूंढवा के रहेंगे हम. हो ही नहीं सकता तो अकेली घर जाए.
Is there anybody in the audience who manifested something and it happened? Yeah. What,
No,
what
the
did you
person with
manifest?
the confidence of yeah. I
What
want
did
to-
you What did you manifest?
I manifested coming to the show. I tweeted.
Hey.
I tweeted to you. I tweeted
Oh,
to you.
even I manifested in the morning.
No, I actually did.
Are you from Bombay?
No, I'm from Vadodara.
Oh.
You came for the
So
show.
she manifested Uber Intercity also to come.
पर मैनिफेस्ट क्या हुआ 500 रुपए क्या मैनिफेस्ट हुआ नहीं आई एम आस्किंग
Like what is the
Manifest-
universe conspiracy which is
So there was a tweet and it said, you will get everything that you want right now, Aquarius. And I was like, okay, ठीक है, I'll just take a chance. And
तुमने रिलेशनशिप एडवाइस चूज किया
that's all.
Bro, frankly,
You are
I would never. Did you manifest the panel?
नो
Not what.
She
Stop
scanned.
it.
She scanned the shit. नहीं, not.
उसकी आंखों में दिख रहा है वो गौरव गुप्ता देखना चाहती थी और वो गलत रूम में आ गई क्या यार
Anybody else has got a story of what they you?
मैं
there's lot.
manifest कर रही हूँ एक चीज.
हुआ
मेरा
क्या?
beard गिर गया and मेरे को चाहिए कि कोई मेरे को beard दे.
Dude, I think people are blurring the lines between manifest and request at this point.
ये इन्फ्लुएंसर्स ने बिगाड़ दिया ना हर रोज फ्री में चीजें भीखे मांगते रहते हैं ऑनलाइन यार पिला दो बियर यार मैच विजय माल्या इस दिन के लिए नहीं जेल गया बेचारा दे दो यार एक बियर पिला दो बेचारी को ऐसी गरीबी आ गई है हमारे देश में आज
Isn't this amazing that you manifested
Fuck
it right
yeah.
now?
Would anyone else like to manifest anything under 300 rupees?
या
Bata, is there anybody else who actually manifested a real thing? You have? What you manifested?
I was actually watching 442 yesterday.
Okay, my podcast,
and
yes.
And I manifested that he might be on the panel today.
Okay, that's
He's,
good.
yeah.
Okay.
Stop.
That is not bad.
That's not bad.
That's not
but like in your own personal life, you don't care or what?
Yeah, like, what are you guys asking for?
Is your whole fucking life related to the show?
ड्रीम्स एम्बिशंस नहीं है लोगों के आजकल
तेरा बाप तेरे को पूछा तो क्या करने वाला है? मैं सोच रहा हूँ अजीब को आना चाहिए शो.
जैसे अभी विजय शेखर शर्मा मैनिफेस्ट कर रहा है कि पेटीएम रह जाए फर्स्ट मार्च को है ना और ये इनको बुक करनी है इनसाइडर पे टिकट बेचारों को बताओ चलो ठीक है
Did you have a thing about yourself?
Yes.
Okay.
So until last year, I used to live in the US, and my husband and I used to get very jealous when we used to see people like roaming around Europe and stuff like that. And we used to be like, "Hum bhi jayenge," you know. But we never had like Schengen visa and all करने का time नहीं था. So it'd be like next summer I'm going to be in Europe, okay? Sadly, I got visa issues last year, so I had to move to London. And then we ended up roaming Europe all of last year. So
ये इसको कोई मैनिफेस्टेड नहीं है इसको शो ऑफ करने का है कि मैं यूएस में रहती थी फिर मैं लंदन भी चली गई वो फिर यूरोप भी घूम लिया मैंने
You said
ये
sad.
रिलेशनशिप एडवाइस
Sadly, I had to move to London.
Oh,
I was
shit.
like, where is the sad part.
Dude, I will tell you what manifestation is. Okay, in 2019, I was sitting in traffic and I was like, "Bhaijo, सब लोग को मर जाना चाहिए, COVID हो गया." That is manifestation. Okay.
My main thing with this, I know it's very funny and all, but main thing is I don't want to meet somebody off an app. I want to meet somebody organically in person.
But why? I met Smith on a dating app.
Good, that's good for you.
Yeah, आजकल बहुत common हो गया.
No, but if you widen your web of apps enough, like not just dating,
Like all, like
there's
LinkedIn.
Uber,
Uber. yeah.
Ola,
Okay.
Dunzo, Zomato, there's
इसको
huge options.
Cult fit पे मिलेगा तेरे को. Cult fit पे.
It's Zomato. She's like, मैंने बोला था no contact delivery नहीं है. किधर हो आप सर? मैं यहाँ पे flowers के साथ खड़ी हूँ. Dude, because like I have always heard people say, hey, manifestation works after they became successful.
It works if you put the efforts.
But then if you are putting the effort, how it's manifestation?
Yeah,
एक
then it's
second,
you.
ये accent क्या है?
You are.
Then the accent is Lokhand wala, I believe.
वही मैं.
She's an English teacher. She's an English
Oh,
teacher.
Acha.
Give it.
No, so I'm saying, so for me, I wanted to really go for a concert. I literally traveled to a different country, and it just worked out.
You
सारे Coldplay गए थे ना अभी बैंकॉक गए थे सारे.
अच्छा एक सेकंड जब तू गई थी तेरे पास टिकट्स नहीं थे यू वेंट देयर टू मेक इट हैपन और तेरे पास टिकट्स थे
मैं टिकट्स बुक किया फिर फ्लाइट का टिकट बुक
अबे तो
अबे यार
ये यूनिवर्स नहीं, ये ट्रैवल एजेंट है.
The band which I went for, they are like really popular. So getting
Who?
So it's a group that's called as 17.
ओके
70. Two people
Yeah,
are
wait.
how difficult it will be to get this
ये
ticket.
क्या है? Is this some Korean band?
Yeah.
I assumed only.
Okay.
देखो मैनिफेस्टेशन मैं समझाता हूँ तो 100 सीटें हैं कॉन्सर्ट में 100 1000 लाख सीटें हैं ठीक है और तुम्हारा टिकट नंबर है 1,02,000 और तुमने प्रे करा कि मेरी एंट्री हो जाए और तुम्हारे सामने वाले 2 लोग मर जाएं और तुम्हें मिल जाए वो होती है मैनिफेस्टेशन टिकट भी है फ्लाइट भी है तो क्या मैनिफेस्टेशन क्या है
Manifestation is IIT एग्जाम के लिए बिना प्रेपरेशन करके
हाँ
तुम चलेगा IIT बॉम्बे रैंक 3.
मैनिफेस्टेशन हैज टू बी अ मिरेकल राइट मैनिफेस्ट
Guys, मैं rage quit करने वाला हूँ ये
वहाँ पे
panel.
यू हैव अ स्टोरी और
शिट यार
माइक दे
Shouldn't have used that word.
मैनिफेस्टेशन होती है
क्या भेजो manifestation shit है ये एपिसोड.
So
Okay.
basically, just for fuck's sake, I was like, I really like, I want to meet a girl who knows my mother tongue but doesn't speak. And that
डजंट स्पीक
At all.
देखो गूंगी चाहिए क्या
सुन ले पर जवाब नहीं आना चाहिए सुन ले
How you will confirm this?
she doesn't speak in the mother tongue. So we don't converse in the mother tongue. Like I am a Telugu guy.
वाज इट लाइक
अच्छा नो नहीं मैं समझ रहा हूँ इसको RRR देखना है ओरिजिनल लैंग्वेज में ताकि समझ आ जाए पर बोलना ना पड़े हाँ फिर
Okay, so you wanted this desire, yes. Then
It happened, and then I was like, fuck, why didn't I think of more things? And you know, this really works.
Can I ask you one second? Can I ask you why did you want this? Say that first.
also that
Yeah, because I don't usually.
What's your
talk
mother tongue?
Telugu.
तेलुगु
Telugu. Okay.
Yeah, I meet Telugu people, but I don't talk in Telugu to them.
किसमें तुम जावास्क्रिप्ट में बात करते हो
Yeah, so if you're not going to use it, is it because you'll watch your family members talk in Telugu and you'll be able to bitch about it in Hindi or English?
Kinda, yeah.
okay, so chalo ठीक है. I see he has 3% of a point. ठीक है,
Are
fine.
you with him? Are you the girl? Do you speak? Okay.
Do you hate him for loathing his culture?
Can I ask you something? One second, please, one second. I just want to ask you. 2 minutes ago, you said, and when it happened, when my manifestation came true, I was like, और कुछ क्यों नहीं पूछा?
No. I think he meant in his defense not about the girl itself. Fucking say yes, I'm saving your life over here.
Yeah, in that girl, yeah.
अरे यार.
Wait, are you all dating?
We decided to come to this show as friends, but.
What?
भाई they have other
Guys.
issues they need to work through language is the least of your problems I think right तो हमारा तो भाई एक बियर इधर भी दे दो
I think
इन दोनों को लगेगी आज
you're bad at communicating in all languages. Wait, can you pass the mic to her? Can you
I
pass
feel
it?
like you should manifest कि you don't speak.
True.
How do you feel about this personally?
Now I'm confused. What more?
Did you also manifest him?
No.
ये तूने कभी शो में ब्रेकअप करवाया है लाइव? पहला होगा ये 5 सीजन में.
No, and just the poetry would be please break up with him in Telugu.
हाँ, मजा आ जाएगा. नहीं, क्योंकि हमारे कारण एक तो वो तुमने बताया था मुझे, there was this one couple who got together because of the show. And so this is the first breakup probably. इनकी तो photo डालो thumbnail में.
This couple, I've been trying to break them up for years. Did you actually manifest her? अबे चूते हाँ बोल.
दोनों नहीं सीख रहे मैच.
Mike.
Wait, what? Wait. Hold on, please repeat that for Mike.
Wait.
So he just wanted to say that he manifested me.
Right.
I told him shut up and just sit down. Like कुछ नहीं हुआ ऐसा.
Right.
मैंने तुझे मैसेज किया था and तभी तो 3 लड़कियों के साथ जा रहा था और तीनों का नाम आयुषी था.
Is your name also Ayushi? Okay.
That's because he was really, in a quest for his soulmate, and he was Ayushi.
Yeah.
Guys, this is 10 years of East India comedy baggage right here in that joke.
Good to have Sahil Shah with us. Good to have.
तो फिर क्या हुआ फिर basically?
मतलब कुछ भी बोलने का manifestation.
Did you manifest him?
No.
Do you wish you manifested better?
Guys, you all want to sit together or what? Like you all, I think. कौन सी पिक्चर थी वो जिसमें वाइफ स्वैपिंग होती है?
वो तो बहुत सारे पिक्चर है.
प्रॉब्लम हमें है. हम स्वैप करेंगे. ये क्यों स्वैप करेंगे?
Agreed. मैं बस ऑप्शन खोल रहा हूँ. Agreed.
Option खोला है, but she doesn't understand Telugu, so it's not.
No, I do.
अरे तो just don't speak it right now.
यार क्या हो रहा है आज?
Oh, God knows what.
Dude, who would have thought you would like, okay, we'll get couple together, we'll break up couple. Who would have thought you will do live swap?
Correct.
But there is a real manifestation story.
Oh God.
Okay, if this is some bullshit 200 रुपए की चीज ना मैं मारूंगा यहाँ से माइक पे.
It's not about her. It's about this guy over here.
Oh, achha.
So this was back in 2017. I had some sort of a falling out with 2 of my very, very, very good friends.
They were dating 2 girls called Ayushi. Okay.
There were 2 girls called Ayushi.
So, I had some sort of a falling out with them over something, and that was the time when I met him, and now we are best friends. So,
The falling
universe.
out was your ex.
अरे bye.
Yes, let's hear it.
ये ex का best friend है. 1 second. था. And now he's moved in the same building as the ex.
Azim?
Yeah, is this
ये
What? क्या?
you manifested me?
फिर so that guy manifested Azim coming here. This guy manifested Azim's love life changing.
Yeah, मेरा future बताओ कोई please. My wife will start speaking Telugu. I think that's good enough.
Just that manifest किया 2 friend ये सब don't give bullshit to anyone. It's no manifestation.
Do you like each other? I'm legit asking.
I have kept it open. We've not registered our marriage.
Oh, nice. Dude, neither have I. Fuck this. Actually, this is my life story, dude. Insane.
तुम लोगों ने register ही नहीं किया है.
It's just too much of a hassle.
Agreed. Full support.
It's too much of a hassle.
Full support. With you on this, buddy.
वैसे हो गया ऑनलाइन ना, but ठीक है.
ऑनलाइन हो गया? मैं कल करेगा shit.
At least I think नॉर्थ में हो गया. यहाँ पता नहीं. I think
यहाँ पे ऑनलाइन किया
मैं
मैंने पैंडेमिक में ऑनलाइन किया था.
है ना? अच्छा नहीं, वो पैंडेमिक के टाइम हाँ आ गया था. I remember.
ऑनलाइन कर सकते हैं किसी के साथ?
किसी के साथ. You don't have to write his name. You just have to write his features. They'll find the guy.
Just reach this guy's house and but I registered you. Just, what are you doing? Chalo me.
Who knew that the app Punya needed is BMC?
After all that, huh? Nice.
Would you get along with each other's parents, both of you? And
उनको पता है ये सब shows में क्या
yeah,
हो
उन
रहा
लोगों
है?
वाले
मेरे पेरेंट्स को सब पता है, इसके पेरेंट्स को मैं थोड़ा थोड़ा बताते रहती हूँ.
Drip death बोलते हैं उसे. Drip death. फिर
Have you told them that this is an open marriage?
It's not an open marriage.
they're open to being divorced is what.
So just to indulge what he was saying, okay, can we hear what you really manifested? You manifested that this guy becomes your friend?
No, I just manifested that I want another best friend in my life. And वो निकल गए थे ना तो ये
तू शादी बचाने की manifestation नहीं कर रहा है.
I am 18M, says man named number 1. My girlfriend was at a friend's home for a girl's sleepover. Next morning, we were talking on the phone, and she was saying that after breakfast, she and her friend will just jump into the shower and run to college. Yes. I told her it sounds super weird and sexual. She got angry and said that if they're just doing it to save time and water, what's the problem? So I said, if that's the case, are you manifesting the rest of this question? If that's the case, I'll also catch a bus and join you all immediately. Then she got angry at me. Because suddenly this is inappropriate. Who is right?
I love that this guy's a proper 18-year-old. He's like, bro, मैं बस लेके आ रहा हूँ.
I love a bus.
तो 20 minute buffer time रखना.
Just guys, this is how 2 girls 1 cup was invented. No? This is how they save time.
But okay, just quick survey in the audience. Has anyone done this thing of showering with any kind of room in a non-sexual manner?
You and I have had a shower together.
Yeah, once.
Yeah, once.
So casual, guys.
Just to save water, you know. It comes across always as a joke, right? Ki, acha, you know, 2 people say, like, this is a joke that is a random family
Save
member.
water, have to shower with neighbor's daughter.
Correct, yeah.
Save water, neighbor's daughter. Rhyme scheme.
To save water, I am drinking only whiskey neat. It's one of those. Same.
No, I have discovered. So I've tried this. Okay.
Yeah, we did.
No, not. This is a very non-tall person thing. Okay.
Wow.
Because especially in motherfucking Bombay, my shower is here. Okay. I'm fucking taller than the shower.
Yes.
I have to fucking. It is not sexy at all.
Yeah, like chal rahe.
Yeah, this first of all, just shower in general, sexual shower things in general are very not.
I just
sexual.
feel like we're missing the point of the question, which is that these 2 girls clearly care a lot about their education. Okay, this is the unintended consequence of Beti Padhao, Beti Bachao. That they are like, हम साथ नहाएंगे और हम class miss नहीं
it's
करेंगे.
Beti Padhao, Pani Bachao.
Pani Bachao, yes.
That's the campaign.
Very good.
This is the thing that I have noticed. Women are more comfortable seeing each other naked.
No, not all. No.
Not
It's only in guys' heads.
I'll tell you what. Like for example, after a party, my wife has come home and like she's told her friends that, hey, I'll remove your nipple pasty or something. Okay, which is like girls are like, okay, yeah, we will help each other change. I'll never help my friends remove a dick pasty.
There is no such thing as a dick pasting. Who is pasting?
What's a male? What's the thing for a dick? What's a
Condom.
I'll not remove my friends' condoms.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's really asking for help in
Like
that
even
department.
even this friend of mine who just gave birth to the kid. Okay, at some point after we visited, some auntie was like, okay, now she has to feed the baby.
Kamba is only wondering if the baby's cute. I just know it. It's like
So I was like, oh, I'm getting out. Okay. And my wife did not get out with me. My wife helped
okay,
her.
1 second.
Help her feed the
Breastfeeding is a
baby.
completely different.
But I would never see any of my friends like my guy friends. I would be like, "Tera problem hai, dude." मेरे को नहीं देखने का, dude.
But okay, so if we just read the overall the semantics, she says she and her friend will just jump into the shower and run to college. At no point is the word together used.
Yeah. That's why I said it's
So he has manifested the together. That's
why I said it's always in the guy's head. Basically, उसने बोला हम दोनों नहा के जाएंगे.
but then she's also brought up the save time and water. What if there are 2 bathrooms? So time तो बच रहा है. पानी. One of them is not using water.
What if it's just one bathtub and one gets out and the next one gets in?
Also, हमने actual question answer नहीं किया है because ये पूछ रहा है she got angry at me that this is inappropriate. Who's right?
See, now there are many forms of right. Are they right to shower together? That is their right. Okay.
Correct.
Is he right to ask them why are you showering together?
It's his right.
It's his right.
It's his right, yeah.
And is he right to say then I'll also take a bus and join? Arey, you don't say anything.
You don't, yeah.
See.
You are imagining Ayushi and Ayushi. I know what you're saying. You let it be.
It's Ayu they.
Are women more comfortable with each other's nudity? Like not like
I think this is more a myth. It's a myth that has been perpetuated in society rather than it actually being.
I think he just wanted to ask this question.
Again?
ये इसने नाटक करके ये सवाल बनाया है.
What I mean is not comfortable like बैठे you all start feeling each other. Okay.
No, but there is
just that if you happen to have to deal with it, you'll be like, oh yeah, I can help you out. That's what I'm saying. So nipple pasties, breastfeeding, these are like, okay, yeah.
No, but also girl on girl bisexuality overall as a concept is just generally received better if like girls are like, hey, today I'm little bisexual. If you have 2 guys at the table doing that, it is much harder for them to get away with that. 100%.
In guys' heads, nowhere else is this like a thing.
In guys' heads, मतलब
मतलब ये तुम्हें ऐसा लग रहा है कि
no, as the guys you will think 15 times before being, hey, let me cozy up to my guy friend, whereas you can be like, hey, selfie together, that. How many guys you're saying, hey, selfie together, how many of those selfies are you seeing on Instagram? Please tell me.
And getting nude the same.
No, it's not. But
nude is not the same, but
hey, bestie, let me kiss you a cheek.
Not doing that. We're not. What are you watching, guys?
Okay, it's maybe just one girl on my Instagram.
Also, I feel like y'all are watching just very specific porn, is what I'm getting.
No, it's not pornography at all.
No, my question was that women are more open to helping.
No, man, no, they're not.
अभी तो तुम लोगों ने हाँ बोला.
Yeah, helping
in case of need. Yeah. In case of need,
guys not okay to help each other in case of any need.
If my best friend is sitting in front of me and he fractures his dick, I'll say, yo.
Fuck, fracture his dick, fracture his shoulder, anything, no.
Take him to a hospital or something.
Bro, I will call an ambulance. I'll be like, aap log chuo.
Yeah.
Okay, 1 second.
I don't know what he did. That his dick got fractured in the first place.
Agreed.
But I may not join.
पहले हंसेंगे 3 minutes, then call the ambulance. I fully agree with the.
Yeah.
Fully agree.
Yeah.
I feel like this is an empathy problem, guys. Not a.
Also true.
Not an anything else
Also
situation.
I think so. You're saying that if I'm in touch with my empathetic side,
if you're a human being who's like normal, who's like किसी को चोट लगी है, मैं help कर.
No. He fractures his hand. First thing I'll do is help him. Dick.
Why would you at his dick? Like,
bro, because he broke it.
You don't want to touch it, but you want to.
But that's what I mean by being not aesthetically. Because you are going to at a dick.
Bro, and that too broken?
Yeah.
Okay, I really want to know.
There's a plaster and a sleeve.
1 second. 1 second. What I really want to know is, why are you there when your friend has broken his
Because he broke it. She's like, fuck it. Oh, I thought that would be funny.
1 second. Before we continue, if there's any doctors here, can you break your dick?
Yeah, it has been happening.
You can, this guy.
It is quite breakable. You can also, what is it? Puncture testicle.
Puncture testicle?
I know these because these are football related injuries that I've heard of. So.
As an empathetic friend, I'll go there and go.
He's like.
As a friend, as a man, mostly men come from the school of thought of why are you all naked? मैं अपने दोस्तों के साथ naked नहीं हो सकता. And she's saying, dude, it's no big deal. Like just getting ready.
Where are these? Okay, these two. Girls. Okay. I thought you were like generalizing.
No. He's saying that to her, and she's just like, dude, it's a transactional thing. Chill out. That's the school of thought they're coming
Correct.
from. Correct?
Agreed. So I think we should do a straw poll through voice as to who is right. Because to
Who is
answer
right?
that question.
Can I just add one more?
हाँ
बोल, बोल।
बताइए.
I feel like लड़कियों के लिए टॉप उतारना बहुत ऐसा हो गया ना, right? And you guys can take your tops off and take a shower easy. But when you imagine two girls taking a shower, you're like, but you're just showering,
No.
right? I would take a shower with a. I haven't taken one, but I would.
You would, to save time.
It's not even about saving time. It's just like imagine you're in a swimming pool area and you take showers with your a communal shower.
No.
It's not
No,
sexual.
I'm not
is what
doing
I
it.
mean.
Never.
I mean, I'm not saying कि तुम जाके साफ कर रहे हो.
You're doing your own thing, she's doing her own thing, and you're just getting done with it.
Getting done. बचपन में करते थे ना ऐसे साथ में शार.
No.
That's just you.
Then okay, bye.
She's like calling her mom and gonna question her bachpana like, Mama, सब नहीं कर रहे थे.
Who's right? What do you all think? Is the man right?
Voice vote. We should do voice vote.
Okay, cheer if you think that the guy is right. Cheer if you think that the woman is right.
Okay, cheer if you think water was saved, Greta Thunberg is right. There we go. World peace achieved. Very good.
I'm 24F. I'm dating an introverted boy.
Yo, my wife wrote this.
Same dude. Legit. I read. Same.
He makes no friends and
Exactly.
likes to be by himself, which is fine. You know when a girl says, which is fine, it's not, okay. I read it also like that. Okay, anyway, which is fine, but he has such high
Oh,
social
thank
anxiety that on my birthday, I have to celebrate separately with him and separately with my friends. It's a little exhausting, but I love having a social life, and I just thought it would be so much easier for me if he came out with me once in a while. He always refuses. On Sunday, we were watching TV at my house, and a friend said he'll drop by to give me some study material that I needed. I said okay, got off the call, and saw my boyfriend livid. He ran away before my friends came. What do I do?
So this is exactly my home situation. Last year on my birthday, and I'm super private. Okay, I don't like meeting people. So this is it's me and my biggest argument because she's like, go karaoke with me. I'm like, are you fucking mad? Like 40 people singing, that level of scene. So at 11:50 or some shit, I see like plates. Okay, a stack of plates, and my social anxiety meter goes off. Ki, oh fuck, this is my birthday thing. Why are people coming? And what's going on? And I had like a huge argument. But then it turned out to be quite nice because some 20 people
What
showed
was
up.
it?
It was my birthday, motherfucker. Some people.
I don't know, I thought it turned out to be nice. I thought they
No, it was
they all
nice.
decided not to come.
No.
Also, very safe to say that he doesn't want to shower with anyone.
Absolutely.
I just feel like this is what happens. People are like opposites attract, but then they have to deal with this stuff.
These nitty-gritties.
Yeah.
That's why he should eat non-veg, but not too much.
That was a joke, yeah.
But social anxiety is legit.
That
Yeah.
it is. But
Like
in this
I can
case-
relate to boy.
But in the sense with your friends, you're chill, but like
I don't have only friends. So.
But I've been to house parties, man. You're fine in your own group.
This
so
is also
like
an
I-
introvert extrovert thing. Like for the longest time, Ismeet was like, why do you only have 3 friends? Because I'm like, I only want 3 friends. I don't want to talk to anybody else. Why the fuck should I? Because she has like 50 friends.
Would you say you're socially anxious or you're like a misanthrope?
I think the latter.
Misanthrope to full 100%.
Like, okay, this is one thing I learned about myself. So I don't believe in manifestation. But now I get energy when people say energy.
Good energy.
The vibe.
Now there are some people who I'm like, I don't like this person.
Yeah.
Correct.
So I fuck off immediately.
Yeah.
And in my house is a perfect excuse. Oh, my dog is not feeling that well. Fuck off.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Correct.
Have a good time.
And you said this when you saw that guy's baby, right? I don't like his energy.
No. तो एक्सट्रोवर्ट्स पाल लेते हैं ना हमें इंट्रोवर्ट्स को उनको भैंचो एक्सट्रोवर्ट्स को पता नहीं क्या पड़ी रहती है हम पाल के रखेंगे तुम्हें हम तुम्हारे दोस्त बना के छोड़ेंगे अबे नहीं
Yeah.
चाहिए ना फक ऑफ
Like-
समझ ही नहीं आता किसी को
At times my wife becomes like that. वो Facebook पे होता था ना friends you may know.
हाँ
You know you like him also.
I feel like I used to be an introvert when I was younger, and now I am very open to just hanging out because I think that I can afford to go out. I realized that I was not an introvert. In college, I was just broke.
Yeah.
Are you an introverted, extroverted? What do you like?
I feel like I'm a mix, but more towards the extroverted side. And I have dated somebody kind of introverted, But the thing is, we had separate interests and we had some together interests. So we did the together stuff together.
Correct.
And then the
This is the
separate
right
stuff
answer.
separate. And it was great for a while. And then it ended when it ended.
I have a cousin who's got like mad social anxiety. तो मेरे साथ बात करेगा तो एकदम normal होएगा. Suddenly I have a friend coming, he runs away.
Yeah.
So I can imagine this guy
I
getting like
was
sick.
that like for many years. Like I've actually worked on myself.
Did you have issues like I still have issues now? First time when I meet someone, I have big trouble making eye contact.
Yes.
And
yes.
then in my head, I'm like, I know I'm not making eye contact.
And this person's
and I
looking
know
at me.
this person will think this is an arrogant motherfucker. He's
But-
not even looking at me. But I'm not arrogant.
But
and I'm
also,
just like, hello.
but since you're so much taller than the average man,
नहीं यार.
on your way to meet someone, are you socially anxious कि अभी मेरे को मिलना है, क्या बोलूँगा?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Like even close friends at times.
Dude, that happens to me afterwards because I meet, I just say shit. Then I'm going like, मैंने क्यों बोला ये?
That's not social anxiety. that's regret.
No, but okay. How many friends do you have?
My closest 4 friends all live abroad. So when they come here, our activity is just मतलब uncle की तरह दारू पीते हैं सस्ते बार में.
Yes, which is best friendship.
friend.
Yeah, best friendships.
But also there's missing information of like, is it like whose house is it? Do they live together?
Seems like that situation.
Yeah.
But then
Koi
he
bhi-
ran away and went where?
Yeah, he just ran.
He just ran away. He just never came back. I think that's the larger problem. ये है किधर?
Is this my dad?